What's up guys, and today I have a gaming headset review for you, and it's the brand new, released just like a few days ago, Turtle Beach Gen 2 Stealth 600 for the PS4, PS5, and Nintendo Switch. Now the PS5 part is actually pending final tests by Turtle Beach, but worst case scenario, they'll probably just give out a firmware update or something to make them work. Now they also have a Gen 2 Stealth 600 for the Xbox One and Series X, and some new Gen 2 Stealth 700s for the Xbox One, Series X, PS4, PS5, and pretty much all the systems. But those don't release until September 20th. Yet these Stealth 600s for the PlayStation are available now, which is kind of weird, but whatever. Now I have links in the description below so that you can order/pre-order yourself a pair if you so choose. And using those links lets Amazon pay me a tiny itty bitty, very small, minuscule, almost negligible amount of their sales, which helps support this channel. So thanks in advance for those of you who use the links. Anywho, these new Gen 2 Stealths have some pretty significant upgrades, and I also have a pair of Gen 1 Xbox Stealth 700s to compare them to, so let's get going. Starting with the box front, you get a bunch of words and stuff. You get the superhuman hearing, 15-hour battery life, glasses friendly like all the other Turtle Beaches, all amplified, said blah blah blah. It says PS4 down here, but if you go on the website it says pending PS5. So, and here's the sides in case you wanted to see that. Top has a nice ribbon handle there, and then here's the bottom. I covered up the serial number there. That's what it comes with, and there is the UPC. And here's the back showing all the stats and all that good stuff. You got the USB dongle right there. This one, of course, newly shaved earmuffs, and then flush mount mic, and then 50mm neodymium speaker magnets. That's pretty awesome. And then buttons. Alright, now let's bust this thing open. Alright, pull it out of the box there, and then as you can see, nothing else in the box, and of course you gotta sniff the box. Love that new electronic smell. Alright, now inside the packaging tray you get your oops, forgot to put them back in. Back in there. Alright, that's better, and that's what it comes with. This actually comes in a bag, but I was too lazy to put it back in the bag, so meh. Alright, we'll go ahead and take the headphones out there, and then take the dongle out as well. Take the cable out, and then the desiccant, which I'll probably eat later. I'll just put that away. Oh, don't forget the pamphlets. Alright, now quick heads up before you ask. It uses a USB-C connector now, but it does have an adapter. USB-C to USB. I already have that, so I don't really need to unpack this. But I actually already charged it with my MacBook USB-C supercharger here, and it didn't catch fire or explode, so I'm gonna call that good. Alright, we're gonna talk about the headphones first, obviously, and then take a look at the dongle real quick. There's something I do want to point out. But first, I'll go and show the pamphlets in case there's some people out there who are interested. I'm actually just gonna go by it real fast. You can kind of just pause and then, read it in case you're interested there. Alright, here's the pamphlet with the English instructions right there. Just feel free to pause as you see fit if you're interested in them. This part's actually going to be important. I'll be revisiting this during the review. There's the bottom part right there, and then there's some more blah 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 blah. That's actually important, but oh well. Then blah blah, and then blah blah, and then blah blah. Alright, let's look at the headphones. Alright, now first off, Turtle Beaches have been known to feel kind of plasticky and cheap and all that stuff, just creaky, but I think they finally fixed it with these new headphones. As you can see, it just looks a lot better. It's smoother looking, and it actually feels better as well. I mean, you can't really feel it on camera, but yeah, it feels a lot better. Still has plasticky to it, but it feels better overall. And it's pretty flexible, so it's definitely much betterly built. It doesn't creak or anything, which is pretty awesome. Oh, in case you're wondering what this sticker is, I'm hiding the serial number. Alright, now looking into the engineering of these headphones here, the earpieces pivot, as you can see. You got the pivot point right there, and it's a pretty decent looking pivot point. Looks fairly durable, and then there's a little rubber piece on the inside there, as you can see, so it closes nice and soft. And the headphone pivot up here is much more robust and super thick in comparison to the Stealth 700s right here, which, as you can see, is probably just a tiny little pivot point right in there, just a little rod or something easy to break. And then the expansion point right here is actually very robust as well. It's very thick, and it's just very well built. Here it is next to the Stealth 700. You can see how just substantially wider it is, and you can also see how it's a tad bit thicker as well. And of course, if you get the Stealth 700 Gen 2s, this portion right here is actually made of steel, so definitely don't have to worry about that. Now, if you look up here on the headband, this little cutout's pretty cool looking, but it's also extremely functional. If you look at here, there's little hash marks cut in right there, and if I get the glare right, you can see numbers. There's actually position markers now. There's number 2, number 3, goes all the way number 4, and then it's on both sides. So now you can evenly put your headphones in the same position, and the foam on top here is made of that kind of fox leather material there. It's just glued on, as you can see. It's got a little bit of softness to it. It's kind of hard to really show you over the camera, but you can kind of hopefully feel it with your eyeballs. Alright, and moving on down to the ear pads, it's a new design. As you can see, there's an interesting cutout as opposed to the circle that the Stealth 700s and 600s have. And surprisingly, these actually feel a lot comfier. This little cutout, the shape it seems to hug your ear as opposed to squish it like the other one. Now, since you can't feel these over the camera, I'm just gonna squeeze it for you so you can get an idea of how squishy it is. The edges right here where your glasses would be are actually a lot softer than the top here. The top and bottom are actually more firm, just like on the Gen 1 Stealth 700. Alright, now going into the mic here, it has 3 positions. The position 1 is where it's flush with the headphone, which I really like. The other one's just annoying when it sticks out. Then you got position 2, which is actually mute mode right there. And then position 3, which is talking mode. And you can also pivot it just like that to give it a little extra oomph. And what's kind of nice too is there's a little rubber stopper right up there to have a kind of soft close when you shut that. Zooming in here, you can see that the pivot point for the microphone is actually made of metal. So I mean, Turtle Beach really went all out trying to make this more durable, which is definitely much appreciated. The wire looks like it should be fine too. It just gets out of the way there. So yeah. Alright, now going into the buttons, the right ear pad has nothing at all, and all the buttons are on the left side. Now right off the bat, if you guys have keen eyes, there is 0 3.5mm headphone jack, which I find kind of annoying because what I used to do with my Stealth 700s was use them wirelessly with the Xbox and then plug them in hardwired to the controller for my PS4, but I can't do that now because of this unless you get like one of those adapters, which I don't know if they'll actually work because I don't have one, but yeah, that is a bummer. Anyways, now looking at these dials here, try to keep it in focus. This white color on it is just making my camera go crazy. Oh my god. Okay, manual focus lock on this one. Anyways, as you can see, the dials here are actually rubber coated. There's a little bit of rubber. If you can see, there's a black on the inside. It's got some nice grip to it as well, so that's definitely an improvement. Right, and then you got the power button right here, which you just push for 1 second and then it turns on, and then normally would connect to the PS4 if I had it on. It's kind of nice because you don't have to wait 3 seconds like normal. Now after it's on, you just push it once and it'll go in super hearing mode. Then you push it again and it goes out of super hearing mode. And of course you push and hold for 1 second and then it turns off. Then you have the modes here. It has the 4 sound modes, and you simply just push those and you'll hear audible beeps. You have 1 beep to 4 beeps, and it'll tell you which mode you're in by the beeps. And here's a pamphlet again showing the different modes there. You have the signature sound, bass boost, bass and treble boost, and then vocal boost. But the thing is, this headset does not speak whatsoever. You only get beeps, and the thing is, this thing does not tell you, where'd it go? There it is. It does not tell you what beep means what anywhere on this pamphlet, which was very annoying, and I had to find out on my own that a single beep means single signature sound, double beep, bass boost, and so forth. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 in order. So Turtle Beach definitely needs to fix their instructions in the future, but at least now you know how that works. And looking at the dongle, this is it. It's nice and small, just some legal jumbo on that side, and that's great. Got a little LED light right there, and this is where it has some issues that annoy me. Now that LED will stay blue when the chat mic is all the way down, ready to talk, but if you mute it for any reason, it starts flashing red. So that means if you're playing a single player game without the mic down, you're just gonna have to deal with a flashing red light. I mean, you could tape it up, but then you can't see if it's connected or anything in case you have connection issues. So the only way to really stop the blinking is to just play a single player game with your mic down, and I don't know, so the FBI can listen to you play your single player game. I don't know. Now as for sound, I'll tell you right off the bat that I think they're actually better than the Stealth 700s. Like the Stealth 700s still have kind of a more refined, smoother edge to it. These are kind of hard edge on the sounds, but these have better bass, and it's just everything is more amplified than these. So yeah, these are definitely an improvement. I can't wait to try the Gen 2 700s. But of course, don't take my word for it. I'm going to let you hear it for yourself. Alright, now for the sound demo, I'm going to be using Fortnite. Now, I know there are those of you out there who really hate Fortnite with a bitter passion, but I'm mainly an Xbox player, and this is the only multiplayer shooter I have on PS4 that best exemplifies the sound of these guys. So, I mean, just bear with me if you can, and if you like Fortnite, then great. Alright, with that out of the way, what I'm going to do is I have the sound turned off right now for the TV, And I'm gonna take the microphone I have right here, and then I'm gonna take these headphones at max volume, and I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna jam around just like that. Alright, now I'm going to have the microphone and headphones set up behind the camera on a table because I can't hold the microphone, the headphone, and the controller at the same time. Now I'm just going to film like this right up against my TV instead of using a game recorder because I don't want to deal with trying to sync up the sound since the sound is on the headphones, which is going to be completely separate from the game. It'd be a mess. Alright, and here we go. Now I'm just going to let you know right now that I'm not probably going to play very good because I'm more focusing on getting the sound that you guys should hear as opposed to winning. So I'm just going to put myself in some terrible situations where you can hear this sound, I guess. Okay, I just started a new game, landed someplace new because people kept killing me, but here, I want to show you one of the dances because it has a song that has some good bass in it that can kind of give you an idea of what the bass sounds like. It's kind of a lame dance, but just bear with me. This is normal. Superhuman hearing on. Normal again. Listen to the beat parts, and then when I switch to bass, listen again. Here's bass. Hear the hits, how deep the bass is. Now here's bass and treble. And now vocal. Alright, new game and new loadout. I have all my weapons and I'm going to get into actual fights this time. Now I'm only going to show this with the standard sound, the normal one, the bass enhancement, and the superhuman hearing, because the other two, the bass enhancement and treble, just makes things louder with bass, and then the vocal is just garbage, really. I don't like that one. So yeah, this is going to be normal. Alright, switching to superhuman mode. Alright, superhuman mode is off and now we're doing bass mode. Alright, and we're back to the title screen, and that is a good example of how not to play Fortnite. Well guys, overall I really like these headphones, and hopefully this review has shown you why. I think Turtle Beach is finally going to supersede their cheapy, plasticky feeling headphones with these Gen 2s. And if these Gen 2 600s are this good, I can only imagine what the Gen 2 700s must be like, especially with the metal headband and the cooling gel in their foam ear pads. What? Oh, and the Bluetooth in the 700 will definitely be a plus. Oh, these don't have Bluetooth. Did I say that yet? I don't think so. Now I did. Anywho dudes, like I said, links down below if you want to order yourself a pair of these or pre-order the other ones. And once again, thanks in advance for using those links because it helps support this channel and what I do. And until the next time, game on. Peace.